Hey, this is Steven Platinum, your friend in wrestling with Platinum versus AEW Dark. This is from February 9th, my birthday, 2021. What can I say about Dark this week? Initial notes right off the bat, they kept the show shorter, an hour and 37 minutes. They kept the matches less. The matches were 12. They had a number of squash matches that were truly squash matches, and it made the matches that were a little more competitive a lot more compelling. A great comedy segment, the video by the Acclaimed, really strong stuff. And then I saw a promo leading into the first match, which was a six-man between the Nightmare Factory, including new member Nick Komoroto, QT Marshall, and Dustin Rhodes, against Very Morales and the Jersey Muscle Society. But the best part was this promo with QT Marshall. Now, this isn't on Dark, but it was something that I saw online. QT Marshall kind of making fun of Very Morales, and Very Morales promising that he was going to kick him in the face, and then did just that in the match. Really good stuff, really good outing for Very Morales. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. He is our performer of the week, tied with one other person. We got Taz and Excalibur joined in commentary by Anthony Ogogo. I like that they're letting Anthony Ogogo do a few matches and then they switch him out with Ricky Stark. I think that's good. Overall, the commentary, I gotta just say, of Dark, that's the one thing that has not improved. It's so jokey and slips into the realm of two guys who are obviously kind of tired and punchy, that it does take away from a lot of things going on. Though I think having these shorter shows definitely helps in that regard. I would love to see, because I think Taz is a really great commentator when so inclined, and Excalibur is definitely serviceable to pretty good. I just wish they were just a tad more focused. I'm cool with a light atmosphere. I am not cool when it degenerates at the expense of what they are trying to accomplish. Because I like what Dark is trying to accomplish. For those who are listening for the first time, I grade these things on a 3-check scale. Each match, and segment for that matter, but each match, because most of them tend to be squash matches, are graded thusly. You get 1 check for the proper person being put over in a memorable way, meaning that I have a finisher that I can remember. So when they wrestle on Dynamite, presumably the person going over, that I know a little more about them. The second check mark is if that person who is getting the victory looks really solid and good in the process and like a star. And then a third check mark if the person who is losing, the enhancement talent / jobber, is given significant offense by their opponent, or just look really great in the process. And then I pick a performer of the week, sometimes 2, sometimes 3. In this case, Very Morales in this first match, which only goes 3 minutes 33 seconds. I'm going to start putting the times, because now they're being more conscious of the times of these matches, so I will as well. I think that's wonderful. Nick Komoroto just looks really good here. Obviously, he's the one they're trying to make into a star. Yet another member of this Nightmare Factory, I guess. Interesting. So QT Marshall, Dustin Rhodes, again, a very good match. When you have Dustin Rhodes involved in any kind of tag thing, similar to Billy Gunn, they're going to direct traffic and make sure stuff looks good. And Nick Komoroto's thing of picking up and then having Dustin come off with the second row bulldog, it looks very good. Very Morales here, really the shining star, just a phenomenal job. And that promo, he was really good as well. I wonder who's helped him with promos in the past to help make him so good. Couldn't be me, could it? Of course it is. Second match, 3 check marks all the way on that one. SCU against Lee Johnson and Aaron Solo. This one goes 11 minutes, and it's a good exhibition for Lee Johnson in particular. Looks really good. Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels, of course, with the story of if we lose, we have to split up. So you knew they were going to get the win here, but they really gave Lee Johnson in particular time to shine and look really fantastic. So 3 check marks, great job, good look for Lee Johnson in particular. Brian Cage defeated Jane St. Patrick in 1 minute, as it should be. Boy, Brian Cage, this is how he should have been booked all along. Just dominant, brutal drill claw win. Hook at ringside. Always good. The Acclaim segment happens, and it's my favorite part of the show. This spoof of Dinner Debonair is ridiculous. Of course, the Acclaim are going to take on MJF and Chris Jericho tonight on Dynamite. Really good looking, really good outing. The Acclaim doing what they're supposed to do. They do have to be careful because they're so entertaining at times. I know a lot of people didn't really get their thing of like, what's the point? The point is they're supposed to get heel heat off of it, and they do, but if they keep these videos in particular are so engaging that they're in danger of being a face with the videos. The live thing is a different thing. They're usually just come out with a couple of diss lines, and it's groan worthy because they're supposed to lose that battle whenever anyone picks up the mic against them. I get it. But these videos are just really funny and really good. Nyla Rose with Vicky Guerrero, who actually gets a spot in here, gets a slap in there against Miranda Elise. 2 minutes and 11 seconds. And again, Nyla Rose has always been booked in these squashes better than just about everybody. She just demolishes poor Miranda. Good looking out. 3 check marks because Miranda looks really good in getting crushed. And that's the job. Pac against VSK in 4 minutes. Pac really dominated this match early. It's a very traditional setup, right? He gets to shine, VSK gets a brief comeback, but then Pac puts him away with the boot and the brutalizer submission, which looked great. Good look for Pac here. They sort of note that he's ranked number 5. Aha. So we're trying to set up Pac and Kenny Omega at some point? I wouldn't hate it. 3 check marks. Good job. Can we have another night? We've had 4 darks where we've had 3 check marks all night long. Let's see if we can do it tonight. Sunny Kiss with Joey Janela against Casey Navarro, 3 minutes, 50 seconds. This is the smoothest that Sunny Kiss has looked. And Casey Navarro really does a good job with him here of being there for Sunny's stuff. And Sunny's getting more and more and more comfortable. Really good. Sunny Kiss, though, is really, really tiny. Because Sunny Kiss is not the biggest person in the world and just dwarfs Casey Navarro. 3 check marks. Tay Conti with Anna Jay as a good-looking duo against Alex Gracia, who's been doing a great job as of late. I think they were smart to keep this one shorter. I saw some people complaining in the comments on YouTube that they thought that this match should have gone longer. I think they're smart to just make Conti look dominant. Series of submissions, and a submission for the win. It was a really good look, and cementing this friendship with her and Anna Jay even more. I liked it a lot. One of my favorite matches on this card. 3 check marks. Ryan Nemeth, who they're determined to push. I saw that he has a match on Dynamite. Defeats Marco Stunt. A distraction finish of FTR's music playing, which distracted Stunt, though understandably so. And they did do a sufficient job talking about how FTR had kidnapped Marco Stunt at some point. So that distraction at least is understandable, if not unoriginal. Defeats him in 3 minutes, 53 seconds. They're making Ryan Nemeth look strong to put the next guy over on Dynamite, and it worked for that. 3 check marks. Peter Avalon, Cesaro Bononi, speaking of which, because they have a match tonight against Cody Rhodes and Patna. They defeated Shawn Dean and Charlie Bravo in 6:45. Shawn Dean really doing the bulk of the work. Me saying what a good job that Shawn Dean does has become a broken record at this point, but he does a good job here. Giving a competitive match while still making sure Avalon and Bononi, who have the match on Dynamite tonight, shine. Charlie Bravo does a decent job and makes the finish look good from Avalon. I'm glad to see Shawn Dean not take the finish here. 3 check marks and moving on. Number 10, who's been getting the pushy push as of late. He's with the Dark Order, and he defeats Baron Black. Baron Black tied for the best job of any of the development. Really great job. Baron Black has come on lately. He was my performer of the week a couple of weeks ago. Did a good job last week, but a really good job here against number 10. So again, I would say Baron Black and Very Morales are my 2 best performers this week, with Shawn Dean close behind them. Really great stuff. The deadlift powerbomb also looks really good, and that's a good finish. He should stick with that. 3 check marks. Red Velvet with Big Swole against Diamante with Elise. A good competitive match here, and they kept it 5 minutes, 38 seconds to avoid exposing anybody here. Diamante got it close because it actually went for that code red attempt, but hits her kick to the head for the finish. Good match, 3 check marks. Boy, we're rolling. And we're going into our main event. Again, it's nice when there's less matches. Just more energy on the show overall from the commentators and everybody else. Joey Janela with Sunny Kiss at ringside against Jack Evans against Angelico. One of the best main events they've had on Dark. It really was. It was really good. Both guys got to show their stuff. For matches that are competitive, I still do 3 check marks, and they go like this. 1 check mark if they manage to pull off a decent competitive style match. A 2nd check mark if the person who wins in particular is made to look like a star that is Dynamite match worthy. And that was the point of this match, and they certainly accomplished those 2 things. And then a 3rd check mark if something is clearly advanced, an angle or a character emphasis or something like that, that makes them more Dynamite worthy, and certainly that was accomplished as well. So 3 check marks all night long. That makes 5 Darks that have done that. In a Dark that was much more watchable, highlighted by that ridiculous Acclaim video was great. And this really great main event. Jack Evans does a stellar job here with Joey Janela, keeping Joey Janela strong for Joey Janela's big match against Darby Allin. I love it. Great job. 3 check marks. 3 check marks all night long. And this has been Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling, with Platinum versus AEW Dark.